When we look at this equation, we see that we have fractions, and usually when we have more than one fraction, it's better to get rid of both of them. It will make it a little easier to do. So in order to get rid of both fractions, I will need to get rid of these two denominators, 5 and 3. So in order to get rid of them, and we will find the LCD, and we multiply both sides by the LCD. So the LCD of 5 and 3 is 15. And because 5 goes into 15 and 3 goes into 15. So now we're going to multiply both sides of the equation by 15. And now we're going to multiply fractions. So 15 can be written as 15 over 1. And notice that on the right-hand side, I'm not going to put a 15 over 1 because 4 is a whole number. And we can just multiply 15 and 4 to get 60. Since we are going to multiply 15 with the fraction, and to help us see the numerator and denominator clearly, I'm going to put 1 underneath. So now when we multiply these two fractions, 15 over 1 times 3 over 5, we can reduce the numbers as much as possible. So notice the bottom 3 and top 15, they both have 5 in common. We're going to divide both of them by 5. So that's going to reduce 5 down to 1 and 15 down to 3. And there's nothing else because the bottom numbers are all ones. We cannot reduce them any further. And similarly, notice the bottom 3 and top 15, they both have 3 in common. We're going to divide both of them by 3. So that's going to reduce 3 down to 1 and 15 and down to 5. And now we can go ahead and multiply straight across by the rule of multiplying fractions. Now the top times top, so 3, we have this 3 times 3, that gives us 9, and bring down a. And 5 times 1 gives us 5. And on the right-hand side, 15 times 4 is 60. And notice the bottom ones are all gone because even if we have 1 times 1 is 1, 9a divided by 1 will still be 9a, and 5 divided by 1 will still be 5. That's why we can just get rid of them. So now this is an equation with only whole numbers. Compared to the original problem, this is much easier to solve. And because we were able to get rid of all the denominators. And so here, in order to get a by itself, we will get rid of positive 5 by reversing plus addition. We use subtraction. And now we have these two canceled, and 60 minus 5 gives us 55. And now let's get rid of 5 and 9 because the operation between 9 and a is multiplication. We reverse multiplication. That's going to be division. So we divide both sides by 9, and they cancel each other. So we have the answer 55 over 9. When the answer is a fraction, you don't need to convert to decimal unless it is asked to, unless you are asked to do that, and also but you do have to make sure the fraction is in its reduced form. And notice that bottom, the only number that can go into 9 is 3 or 9, but only number can but 3 or 9 does not go into 55. So this is in its simplest form.